Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Nikki Chen, and I'm one of the Associate Directors at Rice University in Houston, Texas. So from my hometown to yours, howdy. I've worked at Rice now for 3 years, and I've actually been recruiting in the Northern California region for 3 years. And in working with students from this area, I find that students are a little bit hesitant because they think they have preconceived notions about Texas, which they extend to the city of Houston, and then they extend to the campus itself. So I really appreciate that you all are here. You're going to give Houston a chance. You're going to give Rice a chance. And so I'd like to begin by welcoming you to our campus. Welcome to Rice. And you'll be a little surprised as to just how green the campus is. We're actually located in right in the heart of the city, next to the Texas Medical Center. We're also located very near the downtown area. So once students get to campus, they're a little surprised at the amount of green spaces that they see because we're surrounded by so much of the downtown skyline and care facilities and such. So we really like to know that we're providing students with a great oasis in which they study, live, and learn. And of course, the advantages of having such a great green area and lots of trees. We actually have a joke that there are more trees than there are students on campus, which I wouldn't doubt was true, is that your classes can be in or outdoors almost any time of the year. We offer 50 majors and 14 minors across 7 divisions of study. And regardless of the major you want to pursue, I do like to point out to students that to complete a Rice degree, all students will fulfill flexible distribution requirements. So we give students the freedom to choose the credits that will fulfill their requirements in the social sciences, natural sciences, and in the humanities, in addition to what they pursue in their majors or minors and in their electives. Another major part of the academic experience is for students to get access to and to experience undergraduate research. Undergraduate research is a significant focus at Rice. And students can start as early as their freshman year. In fact, we have a scholarship for incoming students, the Century Scholars Program, where we pair freshmen up with a faculty for 2 years, and they'll conduct that research with the faculty member. About 2/3 of our students will conduct their own independent research, particularly as upperclassmen. And this is a photo of one of my favorite teams from this year, an award-winning chemical engineering team of undergraduates, affectionately naming themselves the Chibi Pandas. Because they designed a plan for a self-sustaining chemical plant to help improve the quality of life in China. And so Rice is a place of ideas. Rice is a place of innovation. And so any students that have something in mind can definitely utilize the resources at Rice to make those a reality. Another significant and more unique part of the Rice experience is for students to be a part of our residential college system. We have 11 residential colleges. The reason we call them colleges and not dorms is because these are very deliberate living and learning environments. Once a student decides that they are attending Rice, they are randomly selected into one of these 11 colleges. So it creates a very inclusive campus culture. In fact, this is the only residential system that we have. We don't offer fraternities or sororities, so we don't offer Greek life. Students have a great identity with their college and a great pride. So much so that if you're on campus and you ask a student where are you from, they're going to tell you their college instead of their hometown. So definitely learned I need to clarify that when I'm talking to students. And it's identity that they take with them far beyond their life at Rice. If you talk to any Rice alums, invariably they'll tell you about their college experience. Every college has its own personality, its own traditions. Every college is the best college to live in, so you can't go wrong no matter where you go on campus. It's definitely a hub for academic and for your social lives while you're on campus. In addition to what students are doing in the classroom through their majors, minors, undergraduate research, keeping busy in the residential colleges, there are over 200 student organizations that students are members of, leaders of, founders of. We put on collectively about 20 to 30 theater productions a year. About 80% of our students are involved in community service. In fact, our Habitat for Humanity organization grew so large that Rice is now its own chapter. Civic engagement can also be taken abroad. We have a real terrific trip to Guatemala for a service learning project. We have a great list of intramural and club sports. Yet another advantage of being in a warmer climate. Year-round, you can be outside. More recently, the students were very proud to start a Quidditch club. Powder puff football is also very popular on campus. Ultimate frisbee, soccer, swimming, anything and everything. Students are definitely keeping active on campus. We also have a great amount of cultural organizations, so students are encouraged to bring their cultural values and their practices to share with their peers and learn from one another. Dance organizations, international organizations, and whatever isn't there, students will start all on their own. We also have about 10% of our students who are varsity athletes. We are a Division I university, which tends to surprise some people considering the size of Rice. Football, baseball, basketball, tennis are among the games, among the sports that are played on campus when we have home games, so students get free admission to home games. This is a photo from our baseball park. So you can see the Texas Medical Center right there in the background. Our baseball team has won their conference titles for the last 17 consecutive years. They've been to the College World Series several times. They were national champs in '03. Our women's swimming team won the conference championships last year. We're Conference USA school. Our women's tennis team broke into the Sweet 16 for the first time in the team's history, which was a real big upset to Ole Miss, as I've come to learn. It was a pretty significant win for them. So whether a student is involved in playing a sport or if they're just a spectator, then Rice is a great place to be able to offer you a little bit of everything, including that great spirited collegiate athletic experience. This is a photo from our Bayou Park, and you can see the Houston skyline there in the background. Houston is a great city that affects the undergraduate experience at Rice. We have over 23 Fortune 500 companies with headquarters in Houston. We have the third largest consulate corps. There are over 90 languages spoken in the city. We're also very near, Houston is home to the NASA Johnson Space Center. It's the energy capital of the world. So all of these things are ways that students can plug into the industries that they are interested in getting involved in. Houston is one of the few cities with permanent companies in ballet, symphony. We also have, of course, professional sports teams, Rockets, Texans, Houston Dynamo, and the Astros. So students can really get a flavor of everything, and they're able to be kept busy just by what the city alone has to offer. We were really excited to bring in the class of 2016 this year. Just to give you an idea of their accomplishments, this was the most selective class in Rice's history. Rice's admission rate for this year was 17%. We received over 15,000 applications for 935 spots in the freshman class. So with Rice, we take pride in a holistic admission review. So everything that students are about, all of the contributions they will make to their college campus, is absolutely what will matter to us. So we would love to hear everything about your high school experiences, from your academics to your extracurricular activities. For all students that we invite in for admission, we will review all students for merit scholarships. We award merit scholarships ranging from $3,000 to full tuition. And I encourage all students and families applying to Rice to also apply for need-based financial aid. We meet 100% of a student's demonstrated need. So we take the total cost of attendance, subtract your expected family contribution, and that gap is what we'll meet at 100% for all of our families. We require the FAFSA, the CSS profile, and some tax documentation as well in order to assess your family's demonstrated need. Has anyone been to visit the campus yet? All right, so I hope to see some of you on the campus. For all students that come to visit, you can sit in on classes, take a campus tour, attend an information session. For high school seniors, you can stay overnight with one of our current students. In addition to being the rep who travels in this area, I'm also one of the primary readers for applications in this area. And so I'd be happy to keep in touch as you're navigating your way through the application process and as you learn more about Rice. I'll just be able to provide my contact information after the sessions. I'll be happy to answer your questions. So thank you again very much for having us this evening.